Hi, I'm Tim Dower and welcome to Singapore. I'm joined today by Elon Wolf. You're the Global Vice President for Fluence.
That's right.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
So, Elon, it's for our audience. Let's tell them a little bit about Fluence, kind of how Fluence came about. My understanding is it's been around about a year.
Exactly a year. Fluence came together, was born on July 14th, 2017 from the merger of two companies, RWL and MFC.
So, the focus of Fluence is decentralization. Water treatment, wastewater treatment. Can you walk us through a little bit about why you're headed down the decentralized path?
We've identified a real market opportunity where not a lot of companies play, and where there's a real market need. There's a real market need out there for decentralized water, wastewater. We have aging infrastructure. We have water and wastewater plants that are landlocked. We have additional developments, sprawling suburbs that need utilities. And we've identified those opportunities both on the Western Hemisphere and on the Eastern Hemisphere as a real good place for us to play.
Okay. So we were briefly talking before this interview. You're doing a lot of work in the U.S. in terms of camps and infrastructure development. We all know we have infrastructure issues in the U.S. of failing infrastructure, but you've approached the Chinese market, which is kind of an unusual tact for a lot of companies to go after the Chinese market. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Sure. Well, again, we identified the opportunity of the Chinese market due to a move by the central Chinese government to outfit up to 70% of rural villages with wastewater treatment services. Today, only 10% have wastewater, and the gap between 10% to 70% is a few million villages. So it's a tremendous opportunity for us. We have probably the most innovative technology out there with the MABR. The technology is actually very well suited to meet the Chinese regulations, which is Class 1A. And we do it both efficiently, both on CapEx and OpEx. And so this move that we identified a couple years ago have brought us into China. We've established operations in Chengzhou, in Jiangsu province, where we actually have a factory that we built. We invested a few $1 million in this factory. We also have offices in Beijing and Shanghai and several other provinces.
Okay, very good. So let's talk about the future of Fluence. You're a year old. Where are you headed next?
There are a lot of desalination opportunities out there, specifically with resort communities, where we are focusing our efforts all over the world, but especially also in the Caribbean and along the coast. With our MABR technology, we are not just going after the rural wastewater market, but we're also going after retrofitting of very large wastewater treatment plants. We identified that opportunity for large wastewater treatment plants that require either increased capacity using the existing footprint or to meet more strict regulations for nutrient removal.
Very good, very good. So that sounds like an interesting future.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you taking some time to visit with us today, and Elon, is very good to talk to you again.
Thank you.
And I'm Tim Dower. I'm with Waterworld TV.